Animals are so much more than just pets. Calling them pets is like restricting their entire existence into this one tiny three-letter word. Animals have walked this earth, their ancestors have walked this earth since lakhs and lakhs of years before human beings even started to evolve, since before monkeys decided to evolve into human beings. So, calling them pets is, in my opinion, not the right thing because this identity, this word animal, this identity has been given to them by God. Who are we to change it? Or who are we to give this word animal a negative meaning? I'm Katyayani Raje from Central India. I'm a professional animal whisperer and an animal naturopath. And today I'm here to share a few tips as to how we can inculcate some holistic remedies into the lives of our animals. So, as an animal whisperer, my duty is to be of help and assistance to animals in training and the correct kind of handling and communicating with them telepathically, also doing oracle card readings for them, doing healing sessions for them that include quantum reiki for animals, animal reiki, crystal healing, pendulum healing, and also EFT, which is emotional freedom tapping technique for animals. But today, I'm talking about naturopathy for animals. Now, there is one thing that we can add to the daily routine of our animals is homeopathic remedies. Homeopathy is, they're made with roots and flowers and barks of plants, and they are 100% natural, they have no side effects, and they have a faster effect on our animals than they have on humans. So homeopathy remedies work hand in hand with veterinary treatment also, and the regular use of homeopathy remedies in your animal's daily routine can ensure a good gut health, good lung health, immunity, and also sometimes when animals, when they are senior animals, they sometimes tend to get early stages of arthritis. So homeopathy helps in dealing with that as well. Second thing that you can inculcate in your animal's life is bark flower remedies. They're very similar to homeopathy remedies, but they are basically for emotional balance. So even bark flower remedies are made with different flowers that have very different various health benefits. So even they have zero side effects and they work wonders for animals. So there are certain things that we go through in our daily life. You see, we go through so much in life, in our homes, in our home environment. We go through challenges and circumstances which are not in our hands, and they obviously have an effect on our emotions. Now, our animals are so sensitive that they tend to absorb our emotions, and it is all amplified in their mind, in their hearts, which starts to affect their health in a negative way. So bark flower remedies, either one or a combination of bark flower remedies, helps in channelizing those emotions in the correct direction, in calming the nervous system, and not just as far as the atmosphere in the house is concerned, but there are animals who go through surgeries, who had babies. There's a new baby in the house, a human baby. They've changed homes. They've had a traumatic past. So, bark flower remedies help them deal with all of this and not be emotionally very deeply affected. Also, you see, the best thing for your children to eat is that Tetra Pak food that you put into boiled water and then dal makhani and matar paneer comes out of it. And Maggie is a very good thing to give your children on a daily basis, also with some chips and wafers and all, isn't it? You won't do that, right? Then why do you depend so much on only packaged food for your animals? The third most important thing that we must ensure for our animals is a very healthy diet. 80 to 90% of their diet has to be home cooked food. For cattle, it's very easy because their fodder is grown in fields and all, it's all nature. But with dogs and cats, we are always depending on packaged food. So, packaged food is a supplement. While they are growing up, it's a growth booster, it's good for them. But even when they are growing up, you're using it as a supplement, not their only food. So, a healthy diet, home cooked food, homeopathy remedies, and bark flower remedies are 3 things that you can inculcate in your animal's life and routine to give it a holistically healthy, happy, and safe life. That way you will take away a lot of your stress also, because sometimes we feel so helpless. We love our animal, we want to do something for it, but we don't know how to make it comfortable. So there are these few things you can do. You must learn first aid, you must learn to give injections, you must learn about different symptoms, heart attack, seizures. You must learn these things. You must know what to do when your animal is behaving badly, is losing its temper. So that you don't feel stressed, because if you are stressed, your animal is going to pick up on your stress and things are only going to get worse, right? Also, here's a little request that I have for everybody who are animal activists, animal owners, animal family members, people who are rescuers. Try to take out some time and do this research on the word kahu, K-A-H-U. It's a Hawaiian word. We are here to be of service, to be of help and assistance to Kingdom Animalia, right? We are their kahus. When you understand the meaning of kahu, you will know why God has given you this life purpose to be of help and assistance to animals. We are not their owners. We are not doing them a favor. They are doing us a favor. Animals are elements of nature. They are not as layered as human beings are. Because we take on so much of pressure, so many kinds of stress we take on. We wear so many layers on our soul. Animals are stark white. And because animals are so stark white, they are closest to nature, they are closest to God. So we are the ones who should be grateful to them, for them to choose us to be of help and assistance to them, right? So they're not our pets. They are, I don't know, they are something, like I said in the beginning of the video, way more evolved than human beings can ever imagine, or we can ever be, So there you go. These are some naturopathic remedies and tips that you can inculcate in your animals' lives. I wish you all the best with all of your animals. And I wanted to say something. When I was a kid, I watched the movie Maharaja. And Govinda ji had said this one dialogue during the climax of the movie that जानवर जिससे प्यार करते हैं उस पे अपनी जान वार देते हैं। ये जानवर शब्द को या फिर एनिमल शब्द को एक नकारात्मक मतलब देना तो हम इंसानों का काम है। अब जैसे लत है, लत अच्छी चीजों की भी तो लग सकती है, फिर भी हम उस शब्द को गलत चीजों के साथ ही क्यों जोड़ते हैं? क्योंकि ये इंसान की मानसिकता है। इसलिए जानवर और एनिमल के वर्ड्स जो होते हैं, पशु जो ये वर्ड्स होते हैं, ये गलत वर्ड्स नहीं होते। इनको गलत मतलब देने वाला हमारा दिमाग होता है। ओके, so take care of your animals, be nice to them. Animal abusers do not need to roam free, they need to be locked up because they are not safe for society. आज जानवर को चोट लगाया है, कल वो किसी इंसान को, बुजुर्ग या बच्चे या महिला को चोट लगाएगा। इसलिए एनिमल अब्यूजर्स को जितना हो सके बंद रखें, उनका मानसिक इलाज करवाएं। ये समाज के लिए सुरक्षित नहीं है। Take care and all the very best to the people of my country, to all the fellow Sanatanis out there. Ram Ram.